We are going to be talking about Instagram business profile and 3 of the major benefits about it. And then I'm also going to be talking, if you have already switched, that's awesome. Are you utilizing the features that we're going to be talking about? That's one of the major questions. Hello and welcome back. I'm so happy you're here, and Mia decided to be in today's video for a little bit as well. So we are going to be talking about Instagram business profile and 3 of the major benefits about it, and then I'm also going to be talking about some of the additional benefits about using Instagram profile versus a personal profile. And then there's an additional one that just came out last year, was the creator profile, and I'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the video as well. Just to recap, if you guys missed out on it, or if you are new here, welcome by the way. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out any new videos that I publish on business tips, tricks, and ideas, real business. So last week we covered everything about blogging, and I did a mini series all about how to start your blog, tips for beginners, 5 tips to write a blog post fast, a blogging tool, and how to write it on WordPress. So if you want to check that out, you can go check out that video series. But this week and next week, we're going to be talking all about Instagram and giving you tips for your Instagram and talking about the features and stuff like that, specifically for your business. So stay tuned. This video is all about Instagram business features, not business features, Instagram business benefits on why you should be using the Instagram account. Okay, so let's go on. I'm going to be doing something different. Normally, I just talk with you guys on the phone, or I go on my phone or on the computer and show you things. I'm actually going to try and I'm going to record it, and then I'm actually going to pop it up on the screen as I'm talking, so you can just follow along as well. So let me scoot. Wait there. I'll pop it up right here on the phone, and I'll hit record. That way you know exactly what we are doing. Let me just get that going. Okay. And record. Start now. Alright, so the first things first about the Instagram profile. If you have already switched, that's awesome. Are you utilizing the features that we're going to be talking about? That's one of the major questions. So they are the contact button, it's going to be the analytics, and the promotion button. So the contact button, you may know. So right here, if you go on your profile, you can see, there you go. On mine, you can see I have my email available, but if you hit edit profile and you actually go down to where it says contact options, you can see on the screen right here, I'll hit that, and then you can actually put in your email, you can put in a business phone number, you can put in your business address, depending on what applies for you. So you have to think about how you want to communicate with your Mia, come here, Mama, come here, stop. We can hear your feet in the background. Come on, good girl. So you want to think about how you can communicate with your audience, because if you're not giving them options or ways to contact you, then you're missing out on people that might have questions or want to contact you but not like certain forms. So I don't have a business address to give you currently. I do have a P.O. box that I put on my email, but if someone does send things there, I'll get it, but it's not actually an address or something I go to, okay? For the phone number, I have not decided to put a business phone number yet for mine, because I only do that when I work with clients personally, or they've purchased something. That way I can communicate with them. Otherwise, I don't necessarily give out the phone number. Maybe in the future I'll do that. So as you can see, like, I've decided mine is going to be email, and then on my website, if you go on there, there's another way to contact, which I'm getting it myself, but in the link bio. But so you can decide to do all of them, a few of them, whatever it is, basically, that would be best for your business, okay? The next thing we want to talk about is the analytics, okay? Analytics, you actually go from your home you come up to the bar on the upper right hand side, and you'll see insights right down below. Once you hit insights, this is where you're able to view your content, your activity, and your audience, okay? So let's just break it down a little bit. You may have people, I know you've probably heard about the insights. Are you actually looking at it and analyzing things and understanding if it's actually popular with your audience or resonating with them? So let's say, like, if I go to view my posts, I can view my post reach for, it's taking a lot of load on the screen, as you can see. Oh, error. What? Try again. What is good? Oh, there it goes. Glitched out. As you can, oh, completely glitched out. Okay, well, let's try that again. Go back to Insights, and I will see all posts. There we go. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, that it's listed for the top posts for the year and by reach. I can actually come in here and go to by calls, comments, emails, engagement, follows, get directions, impressions. I don't get directions. I don't have that. I haven't done that, so I don't know what that was a newer one. I'm assuming it's for a business or something when you put a location, which I wouldn't be relevant for mine or some other people that do it online. But if you're like a brick and mortar business and you have a place and a location, then yeah, I would check that out. Yeah, likes, outbound clicks, product open. So if you actually put product stuff availability on your Instagram, you'll do that. Saved, if images or photos are saved, that'll pop up. As you can see, a few people saved a few of my images and quotes, which is really cool. And this lets you know what your audience likes as well. So let's say I'll go down to website clicks. I'm curious what content resulted in this past year people actually going to and clicking on my link, okay? So I can see that people, I don't know why it popped up those videos with zeros, but some of the quotes I did or blog posts I did, people actually went and clicked on the link to go read it. So like down here, this one had read more. This was a newer one that I just started trying to figure out, see if you guys are liking it as an audience. And I make like a little blurb about what I'm talking about and then tell you to go find out more information on my YouTube channel or blog, okay? So I'm kind of testing that out, and that's kind of giving me feedback on if people are liking it. So let me go back to impressions for the past, I'm going to do 30 days because I want to know for the past 30 days kind of what's been going on. Why does it keep loading? Oh, there you go. So the past 30 days, the impressions, I can see that my quotes are popular, and I always knew that my quotes were popular, and when I do them, I actually create them all in Canva. If you don't use Canva, I create other videos, about Canva and how to use it and stuff. You can check that out. But I find it phenomenal for all graphics, for ebooks, PDFs, stuff like that, anything for business pretty much. Then you can see my videos as well. Got some good reach starting as well, which is good because I'm putting more on Instagram TV, okay? Then the other thing you want to do is you can actually go over to the post type and you can separate it by like the carousel posts, which is the multiple ones, the photos, your shopping posts, or your videos. So let's see what videos, in the past, let's do year, performed the best. So I can see actually the best one that performed was the Scentsy video I did, which was specifically for people who are Scentsy consultants who need more advice for their business and stuff like that. And that's phenomenal that was going. So I'm actually considering creating more content specifically for Scentsy consultants because it did so well, and it's actually performing very well on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to do, so that let me know people who are in specific companies want maybe specifically stuff tailored for them. So I'm going to go into other companies and people that I work with and create videos and posts and blogs specifically for them. That way they can easily understand it. It has examples in there for them, because sometimes if you're doing like a generic video and I was just talking about how to build your business online, but I was giving a bunch of different broad topics, someone might have a hard, you'd get great information, but if I said, how to build your business online as a Scentsy consultant, someone who is in that business would be like 100 times more likely to click on that than just that generic one, okay? So that's where it comes with getting to know your audience better. I'm just going to show you from the previous. Let's go back because it lets you go back 2 years. If I scroll down to, there we go, going farther down to my older posts, you can, oh, they didn't do it. Okay. If I go home, there we go. You can see with my older posts when I first started doing this, I was actually posting more content about, you know, maybe what I was eating, maybe what I was doing at the time. I would actually go on like Google and Google quotes as opposed to making them and making them more my own. I would, let's see, maybe put a collage together, a video about what I was eating, but it didn't really have anything to do necessarily with business because those type of content I was promoting on that business, I should have put on my personal account, okay? And I'll show you my personal account, and I have it separate. This is my personal account where I promote and I let people know I have a business account, and I also do Poshmark on the side, and they can get my website, but I don't do business things on that account. It's all, you know, family, fun activities, hobbies, stuff like that that I like to do. And that's what I started to learn, especially, don't get me wrong, people were liking the post, I was getting comments, and I was getting engagement from them, but when I started transitioning from going just on Google and downloading, you know, something that was popular or a picture and uploading it, or taking a photo of me drinking, you know, the coconut water, or us eating out, or the puzzle I'm doing, I didn't tie it into the business in a way. So my audience didn't follow me to know what I was eating or wanted to know what I'm doing as a hobby. They want to know what I'm doing in my business. They want to know what is working for my business, what's not working for business. You know, maybe if I tied it in, related it to business. So then I got started thinking more about how to relate it to business. So like I do, of course, sometimes post pictures of my dog or my boyfriend and I, what we're doing, but I tied in a little bit to business. So like there was one that where is it? This one, when she's laying on her back, and I was like, somebody's having a lazy Tuesday, you know, and I kept going on a little bit about it, you know, working, sitting on bed, relaxing, and that's a little more tied into it than, you know, her maybe playing outside in the yard, which doesn't really have anything to do with it, unless I, you know, captioned it and related it into, you know, maybe de-stressing or having to relax in your business and clear your mind, whatever it is. I mean, you have to come up with, you know, kind of what you're doing. Okay, I'm getting too rambly on that, but let's move on from the actually, let me go back into the analytics real fast. So we talked about posts, activity, okay? This is where you can actually check the reach that you're getting, impressions, interactions, website clicks, profile visits, stuff like that, and then your audience. This is so helpful because it lets you know, where your audience is based, your age range, the gender, and also the times and days and stuff that are most popular to post. Because when you know your audience, you're able to create content for your audience. And as you can see on my Instagram, actually, it is predominantly women. Is less men on Instagram. But on my other profile, it is more 50-50. And I do think it's because more women are on Instagram. And two, originally, when I first was doing it, a lot of the people I work with are primarily women, primarily women-based companies like Mary Kay, Jamberry Nails, Sensi Consultants. A lot of those have women in them as opposed to, men doing it. So it also is people I'm working with. Of course, I like to keep my content more generic. I don't like to go too on the girly side and too on the guy side. I like to keep it in the middle because I like to keep a broad base on it. Like she just wants to play. If you have a dog, do they just nag you all the time and they're just like, I just want to play? You talk, sweetie. Yeah. Okay. The last thing we want to talk about is the promote button. I'll go real fast on this. The promote button on the screen, as you can see here, you just pretty much click on your post and you can see promote. And once you promote it, you do your profile, website, direct messages. I personally actually haven't promoted my posts on Instagram, and I don't plan on doing it right now. I'm actually doing everything organically. This way I can actually teach it to people and actually show what I'm doing, because everything that I do, I'm not going, everything that I do teach, but if it doesn't work, of course, I'm going to tell you if it's something that I've been okay, well, I learned that this doesn't work very well. But yeah, so promote button there. Promotion button is also on the home of the Instagram, so you can just see it on the home right there where I clicked it. And then you can promote your things, choose a post, past promotions and stuff. So those are the 3 benefits to an Instagram account that would be different than your personal. Oh, let me pause this off actually. So, here we go. Okay, so those would be the 3 benefits to an Instagram business profile as opposed to using a personal profile, which would be the contact option, which you talked about. And it's nice to have because it's a way for someone to get in contact with you other than like the DMs or just sending them like a caption on the message. And it looks professional as well. 2, your analytics. This is exactly how you know how your content's doing, how it's performing, what your audience is liking, what they're not liking. 3, the promote option. If you want to go that route and spend money, that's completely up to you. Like I said, I do everything organically. I teach everything organically. So I'm not really going to talk about that, but it is a benefit to it. So that is why I did throw it in there. So now the other thing I wanted to touch on real fast as well for you is the creator option. Now, I actually don't know much about the creator option. I'm just starting to do research on it. I switched over one of my other accounts to it, and I'm going to be testing it out. And once I do, I'll actually let you know if I actually like the creator account or, the business account, because they were saying that with the creator account, you can separate your messages a little more, and there's a couple more extra features that are different than the business account, but I honestly can't speak on that right now. But I am letting you know that option is available, but you can't access, the promotions, analytics, and the contact option. So that is still there with the the creator option. But of course, once I know more about that, I'll touch on the creator profile. So that'll be a different video. But yes, okay. So we talked all about. I just want to make sure we covered it because this is getting a little deeper Instagram benefits. But we talked about the 3 Instagram benefits for small businesses. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. You can always message me on Instagram or send me an email, however you'd like to do it. But I'm getting sidetracked. My dog keeps wandering around in circles. She's so bored. Mama, stay. Lay down. You're good. Okay, so yeah, that is the gist. Now, that's what I was going to let you know. I did just publish and release, finally, the Instagram Growth and Momentum course, and I'll pop up a couple images for you. And currently, it is actually only $7, and I will be raising the prices, but for the first launch while it's out there, you'll learn everything from all the features we talked about, but going in depth more specific things on how to, segment groups or keep track of maybe posts or content or going back to certain people that you're talking with, or that way it's easier to keep track of on there, which I talk about in the course. And then we talk also, you also get access to, private mastermind group, which you can ask questions about the course. So you're not stuck on any of the modules or anything. So I'll leave the link so you can go check it out and see if that's something that would benefit you for your business. And with that being said, that is all we have to talk about Instagram today. The next video we'll be talking about, I kind of went in depth about Instagram analytics, but I do want to go more in depth in the next video about it. So yeah, we'll talk about it in the next video. So make sure you like this video and then subscribe because you get notified every time a new video comes out. And that'll be it. All right, have a wonderful day.